SSR Mining is extending a winning streak to a seventh day. Scotiabank has raised its price target on the stock. Let's get more from Bloomberg's Stephanie Hughes. Stephanie.
Hey, Andy. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So SSR Mining rose as much as 10% today. Like you mentioned, it's extending a 7-day winning streak. And there are really two factors working in favor of the gold, the precious metals company right now. Like you mentioned, it's that Scotiabank raised the price target by $2 to a new target of $10. This is because SSR Mining announced it had entered an agreement to purchase the Cripple Creek and Victor open pit gold mine in Colorado, which analysts said would be positive to the company's cash flow. The second factor pushing up the share price today is simply a matter of rallying gold prices. So SSR Mining has been rising in tandem with precious metals names on the TSX, such as Nova Gold, Seabridge, Aya, you name it. So gold maintained its 3-day advance this morning as U.S. inflation data came in line with expectations and reaffirmed bets that the Federal Reserve will cut rates next week. So that's, as we know, pretty good for gold prices there, Andy.
Bausch Health under pressure.
Yeah, worst day for Bausch Health, I gotta say. So Bausch Health was actually the worst performer on the TSX for pretty much the entire trading day today after shares fell by over 11%. That also made it the worst intraday decline since August. And the story here is that Financial Times reported that Blackstone could potentially pull out of a joint takeover of that eyewear company. So if Blackstone ends up pulling out of this deal, that would really reduce the odds of this deal even getting past the finish line there. So that's according to two unnamed sources that spoke with the FT on this topic. It should be noted that the talks are still ongoing and that a deal could be reached still if Bausch & Lomb, the parent company, is willing to accept a lower price, or if the consortium partner TPG can find another private equity partner to get this deal done. So until then, we're seeing some pressure on the stock price as traders weigh the likelihood of this deal, Andy.
Yeah, it's interesting, but you may have mentioned this. There's talk that maybe TPG can bring some other big player in to replace Blackstone. That's
right. Yeah, it's a lot of question marks on whether that happens. So we're just looking at this report to see the likelihood of whether even Blackstone pulls back. It seems like the sources are pretty confident that Blackstone will end up backing out of the deal. But as the cliche goes, we'll have to just wait and see, Andy.
Stephanie, thank you very much indeed. Stephanie Hughes of Bloomberg.